evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Black 80. 56. Check 56. Too low. No spacing.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, team. Easy. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, keep it up. Watch the safety. 80 weapon.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Like 80. 53. Checker.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 14 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Yellow.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Check. Crunch. Bang, bang.
On first down, Edmonds trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
White 80. 6, right there. Jack 16. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. You good? Here we go again. Check nickel. Check 3. He's coming. We got double up. No foul. Watch it. Hey, take both of them. Check 24. Block it.
On second down, this is Edmonds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mike. Block 80! Mike. Target. Alert!
Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. On second down, it's Williams. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wells. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Yellow. 26, Mark, right.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again to Williams, running right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2, Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. On 2nd down, Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check. Lucky.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
50, X3, 218, chopper. 36. SOS. Shit. Alert 3. Take both of them. Alert.
Here's Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
66. Quarter. Max 50. And watch that. Hey, Haywood. Take two of them. Coming this way. Here we go. Shit.
They snap it at one. Now it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No. Double. Check.
Here's Edmonds. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 61. Match.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Showing it, showing it. Check, check
On 1st down, it's Samuels, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. No foul. General West. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. He's crashing. He's checking. Alert. Out. 6-6. Pull it high.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. 26 exit. 26 mark. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now here's Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll try and run with Ware. And an alley to run! And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On first down, they run again with Ware. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On second down, it's Ware. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Double bump.
Here's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Third down, here's Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. Easy. Hey, 57. 26, Mike. 26. Blue dog's working. Right now, you better bring it. 26. Hey, red blazer. I got it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going 80. Collect. Switch. Hey, check right. Bravo. On game. 57. 55. Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. 4 down. 15. Mike 55. Chopper.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. They'll try and run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike. Charlie. Check 55. Mike. Blue Dan. Check.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. 15. Mike 55. Rip lift.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it's complete to Kelce. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Mahomes going to throw, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Easy, easy. Jam. Rush in. Rush in. 25. Check 25. Take 2 of them. Undercrush.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Keep these 2.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Check. Like 80. Check 53. Hey, man. Watch the booth. Snicker. Check. Pilot, 64. Weak. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Go. Kill. Snickers. Got to spin. Flag.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Draw play, Edmonds. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check it back.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go, D, get off the field. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. 55. Check 55, Mike.
Watch that 7, let's go.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry.
Attack, attack.
Let's make these babies cry.
Box shot.
Check 37. Check 37. Attack.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Attack, attack.
Race don't trap. Race don't trap.
Yellow. 55, come on, guys, 55.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Orbit.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, E.
Correct.
Hey, tighten down.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Easy, easy.
Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And a catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Alert, alert. These two.
Here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends...
Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment, usually.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.